Alexandra, who had decided, well, what her determination and courage, she has now matriculated, and she has now they facilitated a support structure, a learner support structure for adults to complete their matric. So I'd like to welcome Sister Yumna on the to the show, and she's going to speak to us all about the Manenberg Night School that she recently established, and the support structure that she has given for people to then further their education, most particularly to matriculate, so that it gives them greater opportunities and new opportunities as well. Assalamu alaikum, Sister Yumna, and welcome to Salam Media.
Wa alaikum salam, Sister Mariam. How are you doing?
Alhamdulillah, doing well. And first, we'd like to say Mubarak to you, congratulations to you, and your determination. And for me, you are a role model to other mothers who have decided, you know what, my life has not ended. In fact, my life has begun now. I can do this.
Mhm.
I want to improve myself, improve my circumstances. In what I find in society also, uh, your level of education determines also your level that people afford respect to you. Certainly, I'm sure when you did not have your matric, people looked at you and treated you differently. Uh, as
Definitely.
if your opinion didn't matter, your intellectual opinion didn't matter because you don't have that level of education. So, what can you bring to the table? You're nodding your head
What
here.
do you know? What do
What do you
you
know?
know?
What, yeah,
Yes.
what can you bring to the table? But when you see somebody who is decorated with so many accolades and accomplishments academically, sits on this board, has been nominated to this position, and that before even they open their mouth, you tell yourself, oh, you know what, whatever this person says is going to be the law. We have to accept it. It's gospel, so to speak, because look at their acknowledgments and that. So, sadly, how people view you, perceive you, and what you have to say is very closely aligned to your level of education. And then hence it's linked to our confidence. So, the fact that you decided, even though I have children, I have this, I'm going to pursue my education. And in doing so, you uh, identified a gap. So tell us a little bit about your personal journey. And there, once you matriculated, what did you realize in terms of serving your community and improving their education?
Um, Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I hope everyone is alhamdulillah. Shukran for having me on the show. I've realized that education is really important, especially in today's society, and trying to empower yourself and trying to have that role for yourself within your family and in the community really depends where your educational level is. And like you said in the beginning, people treat you different, they look at you different, they accept you on a different level. So for me, it is very important that we empower our communities with education so that they can understand the difference, what it's what it brings having a matric and achieving or going for tertiary education. It's about giving back and empower our children, our youngsters to have that skill and that qualification where education is concerned.
So, Yumna, at when did you decide? So how long when did you decide, and how long then did it take you to complete your matric?
When I dropped out of school in grade 11, I knew I had to I had to complete my schooling. Circumstances didn't allow me to do it at the time. I was one of those statistics teenage pregnancy, unfortunately. However, I always had the dream and the goal was to complete my matric. I only completed my matric 12 years after being out of school. And it took me about 6 months to complete my matric, which was on the ABAT level. I did it through a platform of self study with old question papers and memorandums. And in that year, the person who exposed me to the second chance program of completing your matric, being out of school, high school, was my mom. At the time, in 2012, my mom was doing her matric, 6 subjects at the age of 50, and I was doing my matric with my mom, and we wrote in the same exam center. So it was quite interesting. It was fun. It didn't take me more than 6 months. So anyone can do it. It is possible to do it within 6 months.
So I love what you said here, because when I did research, this didn't come up in terms of this was a joint mother and daughter venture to further their education in something doing for yourself. So for me, that's so special and so momentous that you sat in that same exam room here and trying to further your education, and just it's such a huge accomplishment. And as you say, once you set your mind to it, um, opportunities just open up. Even your neural pathways, I suppose, open up. And does it all slowly
Yes.
come back to you in terms of it takes you back 12 years later? Is all that information and knowledge comes? Does it come back to you?
It does come back to you, and these moments where you actually can hear your old teacher or your previous teacher with a certain subject saying something to you, or you identify certain words or subjects, the information, and you would think about your teachers, or you think about, this is what I did in grade 10 or grade 11. So it takes you back, and there's so much joy that comes from it as you empower yourself, you learn so much more, and you have a lot of wow moments with being in a matric in 6 months. However, the fortunate things other students have now with our night school, just briefly, is that they have tutors, and
So,
with myself and my
sister,
mom.
sister Yumna, what I'm going to do, that's my next question is about the night school and that, and then you can discuss your experience. So let's take a short break. And when we get back, I want to discuss your journey and now with the learner support and the night schools that you have been part of initiating.
Inshallah, shukran.
Use Mayiwa Road in Durban. Head on over for the Taste with Kick. We offer something scrumptious for everyone in the family. Wraps, chicken tikka, burgers, tender grills, mocktails, milkshakes, and so much more. Corporate and events catering available. Visit our social media pages for more info or call 031 209 0119. Kiki's, the Taste with Kick.
Add a sprinkling of sparkles to your magical parties and special occasions with colorful party supplies and decorations to a wide range of baking goods and tools. Packaging from gift bags to meat bags, foil and polystyrene containers, elegant serviettes and intimate candles to disposable wet wipes. A range of glassware, bakeware and stunning wedding accessories just for you. Wholesale packaging available. Sprinkles and sparkles party shop. You want it all. Find us at 431 Inanda Road, Parlock, Durban. Call 031 577 0604. Our operating hours are weekdays from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., weekends and public holidays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Follow us on Instagram at Sprink and Spark.
I need her name.
Famine, conflict, and severe economic decline make the humanitarian crisis in Yemen the worst in the world. More than 20 million Yemenis do not know where their next meal is coming from, and over 10 million are suffering extreme levels of hunger. With your support, the Al Imdad Foundation delivers essential food aid to starving Yemeni communities. It's a question of survival. So let's do what's right. Donate online at alimdad.com or call 0861 786 243 for more information.
For a long time, we've lived in a centralized world where institutions held the all-important data and confirmed all transactions. Those times are over. Welcome to Libertas Group, a blockchain developing company boasting an ecosystem that continually redefines the way we do business. Our blockchain is decentralized, making it immune to hacking or alteration, putting the power back in your hands with no middleman so you can focus on the growth of your business. Libertas, the simplest investment choice you'll make.
Shimmer, sparkle, captivate. Nothing less than a masterpiece. Droplets of gold inspires precious design. Platinum bursts with intricate freshness, and every pure diamond becomes more than just a girl's best friend. Voda Gold Gem Jewelers, where timeless dreams become a reality. Come to us. We tailor-make designer gold, platinum, and diamond jewelry. Trade in or remodel your old gold. Clad yourself with classy name-branded watches. We offer insurance valuation and freezer card calculation. Visit us at 534 Ridge Road, Overport, or call 031 208 9142. Voda Gold Gem Jewelers, manufacturers of fine gold and diamond jewelry.
Salam Media, a global voice for humanity.
Welcome back. Yes, I'm chatting to a very, very inspirational mother who hails from Manenberg, Sister Yumna Alexander, and I can just feel that confidence in her wanting to just attain more and more knowledge, but not only that, just further her education, but for me, a humanitarian in that she wants this opportunity for and for other mothers, not only wanting this opportunity, they've created a platform of a support system for those that want to complete their matric as well as further their tertiary education. So welcome back, Sister Yumna.
Shukran so much, Sister Mariam.
So you, before the break, we then went on to the night school. So please tell us where did this idea and to conceptualize this night school support? Was it through your own experience of working, as you said, through past papers and that? So maybe there was not the support platform and you identified a need for those that want to pursue their education, complete their matric, and then pursue tertiary education. So where did this come from, this idea of a support system via securing premises and then having a support system through a night school?
Bismillah. I started my tertiary education 3 years ago. I'm now in my third year. And upon my studies, I would utilize the Manenberg library to do my assignments as I had access to free Wi-Fi. Sitting every day in the library, people would come in and they would ask for assistance to do research, and they need to make a CV, but they don't know how. And one of the modules that I did in my first year was ICT, which is Information Communication Technology. And I then felt that I can and I want to help the people in our community. I want to upskill them so that they will be able to navigate, access, and use the computers within the Manenberg library on their own without having to ask the librarians for assistance. I approached one of the librarians and I asked him if we can set up a kind of workshop program so that I can teach the people in the community free of charge how to use a computer, which was done within 1 month, alhamdulillah. Our first group were about 5, 6 ladies. And within every group that we've trained, we've realized there was either one person with a matric or no one at all. And I knew then that the ICT course is not enough. We need to do more, and the more was getting our people to have that qualification of matric so that they can study further, go further, assist their children, as many parents that came into the library were trying to do research for the kids. And that was where I felt that I need to do something more. I need to have or come up with some plan to have a matric night school in our community. That is how hopefully this night school gave birth, through the service of others in our community and seeing the need, the gap in the community where learning and information is concerned. And that's exactly when I started making phone calls, doing research, asking people when or where did they hear there's a night school, or have they ever heard of a night school in the community or around the neighboring communities. And the answer was it was a no zone, and I immediately felt the need to reach out seek for guidance, go onto the internet, and that was 2 years, let's say 2019, end of 2019. So through the realization of there's a lack of information in our communities, that is how the Hopeful Leaders Night School was initiated.
I'm just listening to them. I'm so inspired with your story in terms of just not only did you want to uplift yourself and empower yourself to further and become a better version of yourself, get confidence, and have a just for your understanding of in the love of knowledge, I can hear that, but then you transfer this in wanting to empower every others in your community, especially the mothers, as you rightly say. Today with education, with our kids getting homework assignments due, you parents need to know how to navigate a computer, how to use, how to extract that
Definitely.
information. Previously it was world book encyclopedias and reference books. We used to go to the library, but now everything's online and it's somewhere in the
Yes,
cloud. And the problem is how to navigate and actually utilize this technology. So in doing
definitely.
that, for me, that's what education does. It has this ripple effect, because once you educated, you begin to understand and empathize the challenges of others, and the humanitarian in you wants to then say, how can we do this? How can we empower others? And then, as you say, how do we create a space and opportunities for others? So I have Sister Abida Shabruddin on the line. So let's welcome her. Assalamu alaikum, Sister Abida, and welcome to Salam Media.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullah, Sister Mariam.
Tell me your contribution. I'm speaking to Sister Yumna as well. Do you know Sister Yumna personally?
No, I don't know personally. Just was doing my matric now.
Okay, so would you like to find out from Sister Yumna how do you access support in terms of this? Probably night school. Which area do you hail from, Sister Abida?
Noble Park.
Okay, so yeah, you can go ahead and ask your question.
Sorry, I didn't get that line.
I said you can go ahead and ask your question.
Okay, so with Sister Yumna being on having a social media platform, that is how.
Sorry, Sister Abida, let me try and raise you in a better line so Yumna can listen to you and I can for the question. I'm going to put you back to my producer. Let's see if we can just raise you on
Fine,
a
I can
better
hear
line.
clearly. I can hear
Please try.
clearly.
You
Okay.
can. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Abida.
May I go ahead?
Yes, you may.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So with Yumna having the social media platform on Facebook, with the Hopeful Leaders Night School, that is how I came across Yumna Alexander and the night school that she's running. And I found it very interesting when I saw this. And at that time, at the age of 31, I did not have my matric. So going through it and seeing the comments and seeing her posts and seeing that the class of 2019 into 2020, that it was successful, and it really drove me to want to take that step to complete my matric, knowing that we were in COVID as well and in lockdown. And the industry that I was in at that time was really suffering. So I had to change things, and looking at the Hopeful Leaders Night School page probably every single day, checking for updates and that sort of thing, and Yumna providing all the information that was needed. I could do my application and started my matric with her at the night school.
And have you since graduated, or are you still busy with your studying?
Yes, I've graduated in July. We ended the exams in July, and we got our results in August.
Congratulations. And are you hoping to now further your studies?
Definitely, and hopefully also with the help of Yumna, I will definitely want to further my studies and change my career path.
Pushing a lot, Mariam.
It was amazing. She's truly amazing. She pushes us hard, like she pushed us hard, hard, hard. And there were times when you felt that you would want to give up. And Yumna was right there, just pushing you on and motivating you to not stay away from night class, to attend your classes. And I promise you, it helps. Whether you have kids or not, make that effort to attend your night class, because it makes a difference to your results at the end of the day.
And now that,
Sister Mariam, she
okay,
passed
yes,
with
go ahead.
Sister Mariam, Abda passed with a bachelor's, eh? And remember, she did this in 6 months, being a mother of 3 kids. 6 months' time, obtain a bachelor's, pass, alhamdulillah, and her fiance, which is now her husband, one day her husband, proposed to her at the end of exams at the exam center. So after I got a lot of things going for her, a lot of fruits came from the hopefully this night school, alhamdulillah. So this is amazing. Anyone can do it. Just like Abda worked hard, dedicated, resilience, perseverance, and me being that mommy voice behind everyone, you're not giving up, no excuses, no nonsense, do this for yourself, know who you are, know why you want it. I think it's a two-way thing, but most important, the most count from the individual itself. And Abda really wanted this for herself, and I think that is important. You wanting this for yourself.
Yes, I just, so what I'm getting here is the confidence, that drive, that determination, and to say, what, age is but a number. It doesn't mean, what, because I didn't matriculate by the time I was 18 or 19, and now I'm in my early 30s or going in my 40s, in your mom's case, the 50s also. Education does not end. Age does not define education, and there's no expiry date. So, I mean, for me, not only in Cape Town, whoever is listening in whatever part of the globe you are, please, if for whatever reason there was a barrier and you did not complete your matric, there is opportunity. It can be done. In Sister Abda's case, in 6 months with children, obtaining a bachelor's pass, which qualifies her to apply at universities for a degree course and not just for diploma courses as well. And Sister Yumna is now facilitator. She arranges, she makes, so even if there's not a physical night class in your area, the beauty of electronic medium and online learning and remote learning is, please connect with Sister Yumna wherever you may be. She will be there to support you. She'll be that helicopter mother there, not allowing you to give up, and help you with your journey. And you can feel it in her energy, in her vibe. It's tangible. I can feel it across there, that how determined she says, first of all, is you must want to. So number one, believe in yourself, and then you will have Sister Yumna believing in you, and then helping you along with the journey. So, Sister Yumna, how do we contact you? Because if there are people out here in Gauteng that would like to register for the matric and have the support system or the network structure that you have helped create and facilitate, how can we connect with you on Facebook, or what other, do you have Instagram? How does somebody reach out to you for that support?
We do have Facebook platform where our night school has a page. It's hopefully this night school. They can access information on our page, which is all over the news feed. And they can also inbox me on my personal account, Facebook account, which is Yumna Alexander, or they can inbox the Hopeful Leaders Night School. Now, I want everyone to bear in mind to have some kind of sabr when they do message me. I am also a mom of a matriculant and a grade 8 daughter, and I'm in my third year doing my studies, and I'm a facilitator in the mornings from a Monday to a Thursday, and I am doing the most. So it's not going to be a matter of a response within seconds, minutes, or hours. It might be a day later, but I do have people from Joburg, Johannesburg, Durban asking me if it can be done. So yes, it can be done regardless where you are in the world. If you wish to complete your matric, it is doable, it is possible. You can do it on your own as well. But if you seek the guidance and some coaching, I will be able to assist you. We do not have online classes as yet, but I can guide you and I can refer you to those portals that's on the WCEDE page. So you are welcome to WhatsApp me, to Facebook inbox me. And if you wish to, you can also send me an email, which is yumnaalexander@gmail.com. I'll give it to Sister Mariam to pass on to the listeners, inshallah. So the registration will start next month in the first week of October. There will be an online link as well for the WCED portal where you can register online. There's information, there's links where you can access material. We all know we're moving towards an online world. So make yourself comfortable and get used to the idea that this is how you can do it. I'm doing online studies and I'm doing it full time. If I can do it, being a mother, doing a lot of things at the same time, you can do it. Don't make excuses and just do your best. That's it.
Yes, I always say we mothers, the Almighty Allah has gifted us to mega task. It's not even multitask, it's mega task.
Alhamdulillah.
But you are example and living proof that it can be done productively. And I think, today we'll search for role models. For me, you are your children's role model in that you are showing them that if I can do it, you only have to just focus on your study. You don't have to worry about finances or other adult issues and responsibilities. So for me, you are that
Definitely.
mentor and role model for even the current matrix to say, you know what, seize every moment, seize every opportunity,
Yes.
as well as a role model for those who if along the
Yes.
way you went onto the gravel path, so to speak, Sister Yumna will say that
Back.
coming back onto the freeway is possible, and everybody deserves a second chance. And yes, you can. And your journey of education can start irrespective of your age. Just believe it, want it, and make that active commitment to go out there and get the information and the know-how. Sister Yumna, it's been an absolute pleasure, and I'd like to sometime in the future touch base with you again, because I can see many, many wonderful, empowering initiatives being facilitated and organized by Yumna Alexandra, and we wish you well for your studies and all the best for your night school initiative. It's been an inspirational pleasure. Assalamu alaikum. Peace and blessings upon you. We're going to go for a short break, and then I've got Dr. Harman Edling on the line, and we're going to be discussing SA's vaccine strategy and health and economic crisis brought on by COVID-19. All